this lesson, in this tutorial, I want to add a back to my business card, and I want maybe a picture of me, or I'm going to use actually somebody else. I just stole it from the internet. I'm going to put it in the frame, but I want like the neck of the guitar sticking out of the frame. So I do have a couple of things already opened that I've kind of worked out. The first thing I'm going to do is search for frames under the Elements tab, and I'm going to pick the frame that I want. I just want the circle. I'm going to make that fill the back of my business card, and I want to center it, so I'm kind of dragging it while holding my mouse button down and looking for the grid lines to turn pink, and I can tell that that frame now is centered. So I've selected this image and I saved it already as Guitar Girl. Really clever. So I'm going to go back to Canva and upload from my downloads. Nope, I stuck her on my desktop. Guitar Girl. So she's uploading, and I want to use her body inside that frame, and I want the neck of the guitar to stick out of it. So I'm going to double click on this image, and I'm going to rearrange it. I'm going to stretch it out. I kind of want it to be... This is pretty cool, but I want the neck of the guitar and maybe her hat to still be in there. So she's filling up that circle, which looks good. It just doesn't look right without the neck of the guitar, and it doesn't look right without maybe the top of her hat. And maybe I'm okay with the top of the hat. I definitely want the rest of that guitar. Because this is a guitar lessons, guitar is the big feature here, so I want to make sure that I have that. So I'm going to go back to my tools. The previous lesson, I just showed you how to use a remove background. So I'm going to upload Guitar Girl image. It's taking a pretty good guess at what I want to keep. I don't really care about the girl at this point. I need this part. That's the major part that I need. I'm happy with the way that edited. So I'm going to download the image. It's the same name, Guitar Girl, with remove.bg. And I'll go back and upload a second image. So I need the second image with the removed background. So now I have two images. And I want to add the same image in, and I need it to be about the same size, but I don't want it to go in that frame. So as soon as I drag over it, it's putting it in the frame. And I don't want that to happen. So I don't know if it's the same size yet, but I'm going to start using my arrow keys. It's clearly not the same. No, that's pretty close. It's pretty close. So I don't need part of this image. I don't need the bottom half, so I'm going to get rid of the bottom half. I really just need the neck of the guitar. So I'm cropping this top image down to keep just what I need, the neck of the guitar. So I'm using my crop tools. Now I just have this. So I'm going to stick this where I need it. Let me zoom in here so I can make sure it's all aligned. And I'm using like the arrows on my keyboard, kind of nudge it into place. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now I have like the frets are lined up a little bit and her arm is lined up. So now I have, not quite there yet. I'm going to zoom in some more, being picky here. Pretty good. Okay, so now if I zoom out, I have the picture of, let's say this is me, but it's not, but I have the neck of the guitar sticking out. I can do something very similar to get her hat there too. So I'm going to add another image. I might upload that image again. And I want to edit it down to just the hat. Too big. And I want to just start putting this in place. So I would use my little buttons, resize it. It's definitely too big. But I would want to match this up pretty good. And I'm not so picky about this. I don't need to have the hat sticking in there, although I think it would look good. So I would do the same thing as I did for the guitar neck. But now I have this frame with this image inside, and I have the neck of the guitar sticking out, and that looks pretty good on the back of my business card, except for I'm not loving that it's not centered anymore. So I'm going to center this a little bit. And maybe even I have room for like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook information here that I can add on the back as well.